Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So today we're going to be doing a tutorial on how to scour fine, and I'm talking super fine merino wool without felting it up. I got this merino wool imported from Australia. It's a small farm in Serpentine, I don't know how you pronounce it, but Serpentine, Australia. And it is by far the best merino wool I have ever come across. I've worked with a lot of merino wool. Hers is in raw form. I have no problem scouring wool this high of quality. I would much rather be able to provide my customers with the highest quality possible, as my slogan goes. So I have pounds and pounds here of these sorted staples. She actually takes the time. If you want, you can buy like a full fleece if you want, but I got these staples that she puts them in little bundles for you, so it's really easy to wash. You just take the bands off and you just wash it. Now I have a huge sink downstairs, so I need to boil water to be able to fill that sink up so the temperature is hot enough to actually melt that lanolin off. You want to get your water to be at least 100 to 107 degrees to have it start melting and it will come off. I've been told to go for 150 actually, so I try to get it up there to at least 130, so I don't have to wash it as many times, because as you know, the more times you wash wool and move it around and agitate it, especially a super fine merino wool like this, you have huge chances of felting it. So the less washes that you actually have to do is best. So you want to get that water super hot and you want to scour your wool properly. If you're looking to take the lanolin out, you can also add salt and yield more lanolin if you're looking to extract the lanolin and keep it. I'm not looking to do that, so I'm not going to add salt to my water. I use Unicorn Power Scour as my wool wash, and then I use the fiber rinse after I'm done. And because of the high lanolin, sometimes I've used just a smidge of Dawn. This is the Platinum 4 times more, and it did successfully strip that lanolin, but you really don't want to use that if you don't have to. Unicorn should do the trick if you get it high enough. And I have been able to do it with just the Unicorn. I would much rather just use Unicorn. People do say to use Dawn, but I would recommend just using the Unicorn Power Scour or whatever wash you're using, but Unicorn does work really well. It's my favorite. I've used a few different kinds, and by far Unicorn is definitely my favorite when it comes to scouring wool. So when I'm washing, I got these, they're lingerie bags, sock bags, they're mesh bags to put all of my staples in. I've got a bunch of them. I will put the link where you can get your own if you want some, but it's great for keeping all of your staples going the same way and washing it without felting it. These things are amazing. So I will put a link in the description below so you can get your own if you want, and we will get into how you actually do all of this. There's a few different steps. I've got a few different pots on my stove heating up water right now because I have a humongous sink downstairs in my basement. So I need to boil water and bring it down there and put it in, because if I don't, the tap water, it does get very, very hot. It's just not hot enough. So I need to add boiling water to the regular water coming out of my tap to get it up high enough to strip that lanolin off. I do, however, like to leave a little bit of lanolin left over if I can, because I just like the way it feels when you spin it. And then when you wash it after you spin it, you can always take the rest of the lanolin out if you want. But you can also make some awesome things with yarn that does have lanolin in it, because the property of lanolin, if you do leave lanolin on it, it will make the yarn water resistant. So that is also very awesome. You can make some awesome water resistant gloves, etc. There's these things called fisherman's gloves, and they've been made for years and years and years, and it entails leaving lanolin on the wool to make it so the water just beads off and you don't end up with sopping wet hands. So we're going to get into this right now, and I'll show you how I sort my staples out and put them into the bags. You can make it go from this is carded and diz off of my combs into beautiful, beautiful roving. And it is just, I wish you could feel this. It is so soft, 14 microns type of soft. She always sends me 14 to 15 microns because she knows I just love the soft stuff. So I will totally recommend. The owner's name is Nui Milton. You can find her on Facebook. She has a group called Casalana Fine Wools on Facebook. You can go find her there. And I believe she has a business page called Casalana as well. But please find her. She is on Etsy. She sells on Etsy, and she's also started selling through the group itself. So please, if you love merino wool, go find her, because it is the highest quality I have ever found in my life. And I have to thank Bren Chevier Boone for making a post a few years ago about this wool, because had she not, I would have never found out about it. I had been on the search for a while, and she led me to the right place. So thank you, Bren, for making that post and leading me to Nui, because this is unbelievable, guys. So in order to get your raw staples to turn into a comb top like this one, you need to scour it. And that's what we're going to do. I also have another color from her, a darker gray. Oh my God. Guys, I wish you could feel this. It's just unbelievable. And I left just a little bit of lanolin on it because when you're spinning, it's like butter. When you're spinning, it's just unreal. So if you haven't tried using raw wool and spinning it yet, I would recommend trying it. It's unbelievable. So we're gonna start taking these. It's very easy, simple. You just wanna take the bands off. I like to save them. She does it very clean, so it's not hard. It doesn't tangle. Just take them both off. You have your nice little bundle right there. And at the tips, you'll find that there's like some little clumps. So before I wash it, Brent actually showed me this trick too. I was actually just sticking my hand like as close to the top as possible. But I don't know why I didn't think of this before, so thank you for showing me this. But twist it. Just like you would think of when you're spinning. It makes things stronger so it doesn't all pull apart. And all of those pieces that are clumped together, you just want to lightly just card that out so it's easier for the wool wash to penetrate and actually wash the wool. This is just a normal cat brush. I like to use this versus my carders because I don't like them to get dirty. This works very well. Obviously don't want to be aggressive with it because that could cause felting. Just be gentle. And you'll see you have it all fluffed up. It makes it much easier when you're washing it. And it also gets rid of like any second cuts or you know, tips that aren't ideal. It will take everything off that you don't need to be there. Now it's all separated, all the little kinks are out. Oh, there's one little piece right there. We'll get that out. If you see any VM, usually it's very, very clean though. You really won't find much vegetable matter at all in her wools. Yeah, I'm gonna pull that, just place it. So now, all you do just put them in the bags and just make sure that they're all aligned the right way. These are the brand new ones. These bags are great. Again, I got them off Amazon. They are meant for socks and stuff like that, underwears and delicates, but they're great for this. This is what I use them for. So you just want to make sure you don't overfill them. That's the only thing. So we're just gonna, I will speed this up. I'll do one more with you. Just cleanly take that rubber band off. The other rubber band off. Super easy, super clean. I'll do that not on my table so that way I can sweep it off the floor after. Just don't be too aggressive. Fluff it open a little bit. You don't want to like pull it and stretch it. It is wool holds a lot of elasticity. It is very hard to break, but you don't want to stretch it because that could compromise the integrity of the fleece. So you just want to be gentle. Now we've got this all fluffed. So now we don't have any parts that are just full of gunk and stuck together. Makes it a lot easier to wash. And you just make sure that everything lines up. So these would go together. And I'd probably just put 2 ounces in each section. You don't want to overfill it. I might be able to do 3 ounces in each. I am not quite sure. And I will speed this up so you don't have to sit here and watch me for an hour.